But you know that, and after I knock out Rashad, I'm coming for Jake Paul's neck because I see him trying to bully Conor McGregor. So I did a tweet. I'm waiting for him to tweet me back. He talking about he want to fight Conor McGregor in MMA and stuff like that. Conor McGregor going through some other bullshit with false allegations and getting sued and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Conor McGregor, you know what I'm saying? He the king of MMA right now. So you gotta lay off MMA, Jake Paul. He already pissed me off what he did with Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't playing around with Jake Paul. So Rashad Evans, he can get it first. And you know, even though I'm 46, and you know what I'm saying, I think with bioaccelerator, always taking care of me getting these stem cells. That's why I'm looking so thin. That's why you notice I'm looking thin. I'm trying to get into shape. Bioaccelerator out in Colombia, bro, they changed my life. I think that I will have enough energy to beat the shit out of Rashad Evans, and Jake Paul can come in and get in the ring the same night, and I fuck them both up. That's how I feel with this stem cell. All you people out there that was skeptical about stem cells, and you listen to the American pharmaceuticals and the doctors and all those big words that my black ass ain't gonna try to pronounce. Y'all been sleeping on stem cells. I told y'all that shit worked. Shit healed me up. It got me back in shape. It got rid of my problem that I had when I got misdiagnosed with hypothyroid. Bioaccelerator changed my life, and I'm ready to kick everybody ass.
He is getting better as a fighter. I know you probably don't like that he was fighting a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, but he has made improvement, right? Like there's something there, no?
Yeah. Jake Paul is actually a good fighter. He's a good boxer. Especially if you're going to say like his background being an entertainer, doing YouTube dances and TikTok dances and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a good boxer. He might be a better boxer than I am because he gets more time to train boxing. You know, MMA guys. I think that's the only thing that we lacking. If we had like straight up 6 months, 8 months, just to train boxing with a straight up boxing coach, I think that you know, we can do well. I'm impressed with his skills and everything, but what I don't like is him disrespecting my sport. You know what I'm saying? Knocking out wrestlers and jiu-jitsu guys and you know what I'm saying, and then fighting Mike Tyson. And I ain't stupid. I ain't gonna come out here on live and say exactly what I thought it was. But people that have been watching fighting for a long time, we know what that was, right? And we know why Mike Tyson was biting his glove. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to sit here and play stupid. But I get it. It's a money grab. They made a lot of money. Man, fuck the money. Fuck the money. Don't fucking call out MMA fighters and talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Call me out. Talk shit. You know, in a weight class. Don't do that to a little bitty guy. Motherfucker, Conor McGregor walk around like 160, 170 wet. You know what I'm saying? I'm 240 pounds. Like, what's up?
I saw you with Alex Pereira, one former 205 champ with a current 205 champ.
I go off people's energy, and he has good energy. I could tell that he has a funny sense of humor, even though we don't speak the same language. And when I met him, I was at Karate Comeback, and his sister was fighting, and his manager and his friend was with him, and he translated for him. And we had some good conversation. And he a cool dude. Every MMA fighter is my comrade. The only MMA fighter I don't like is Ian McGarry. That's the only one I don't like. Everybody else is cool. You know what I'm saying? I got respect for every other fighter, but that little ugly motherfucker. And I like him. He's a good guy. He's a great athlete, great fighter. You know what I'm saying? I wish him much success in the rest of his career. And, you know, I will always cheer for him unless he fights like one of my friends, then I stay neutral.
Okay. What about Jon?
If I'm going to be 100, Jon Jones really impressed me. Because I thought that Stipe was going to be a little bit too much for him, even though Stipe, you know, had that long layoff. I just figured like that Stipe would be Jon Jones' first like real hardcore challenge, and he really impressed me. I wasn't surprised that Jon Jones won. I was just surprised at how he won. And I see how smart Jon Jones is. He was right. He don't have knockout power in his hand, so he had to use like other techniques. That spinning back kick is good, but one thing I'm kind of disappointed in Jon Jones, and don't take me wrong, I respect Jon Jones. The guy beat me at my best. I got no excuses for Jon Jones other than eye poking and kicking my knee back and all that bullshit and crawling inside the ring and all that motherfucking shit. But other than that, I got no excuses. I was trying to say that without laughing myself. Anyway, I got no excuses. That was my first time losing a fight where I was close to 100%, right? And but when I fought Jon Jones, I don't know if you guys remember. I remember people say, "Oh, who you fight next?" I was like, "Jon Jones." I was like, "Who was that?" It was like, "Who was that?" And his thing, I heard the interview. He said he didn't want to give Asinal a fight because people didn't really, he felt like Asinal would make a name off his back. I was like, but Jon Jones, like when I fought you, what I'm saying, nobody really knew who you were. You wasn't a superstar yet, and I think we forget that as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? That's what the UFC do. The older guy passes the younger guy torch. But I feel like Jon Jones' last performance, I don't even think any heavyweight could beat Jon Jones. I think he solidifies himself as like one of the greatest fighters on the planet. And no disrespect to Asinal. I think Asinal is a great fighter. I'm a fan of his as well. But I just don't. I figured Stipe would be a tougher challenge than Asinal. I think Jon Jones is the Neo of MMA. He's Neo. I think the reason why Jon Jones has been so successful in MMA and been dominating for so long is because his mind is super strong. I've been in the cage with that kid, and I heavily underestimated him, and I've been watching his fights ever since. And I see the stuff that he do. He was doing stuff that nobody was doing. Nobody was doing spinning elbows, even though they was illegal because it was in the back of your head. But it was a good technique when nobody doing stuff like that. And this is the way he controls the octagon, the way he does everything. His mind is really strong. And I've been telling people for years, I think MMA is 95% mental. And I used to be able to tap into that mental game a lot more when I was younger with less injuries. And he's figured out a way to bypass those doubts and stuff, and I'm convinced that he has like a real good sports psychologist or something, because he knows how to bypass those doubts. Because whenever you fight, and you always have like those doubts, but you gotta push those doubts out and put like 1,000 more images of positivity and positive thoughts in your mind. And Jon Jones, he's hacked the process. He's Neo.